I hear the hum of dynamos in the dark. My visions flicker while vultures circle sparks. He stole my thunder, carved my name from the stone. I made the future, but I died alone. Marconi tuned the airwaves, but he pilfered from my hand. A courtroom's bitter silence, no empire left to stand. My coil sang hymns of lightning, dreams dancing in the void. But all the kings and bankers declared me paranoid. Freud was right and Tesla was robbed. I drowned in genius, the world applauds. The butchered light, the circus act, where mercy dies on the railroad track. Burn it down, Edison, your empire built on lies. You wired death through copper veins. You sold the public soul. Sassy screams beneath your current. History can't absolve. The currents clash, the bodies fall, and nothing's left resolved. Warding Cleef was crumbling. My tower turned to rust. The bankers fled like shadows and left my dreams to dust. 1,000 worlds imagine transmissions through the sky. But greed was crowned immortal while my inventions died. Freud was right and Tesla was robbed by hollow men who played it God. I lit the dark with trembling hands, but they sold truth for contraband. Burn it down, Edison, your empire built on lies. You wired death through copper veins. You sold the public soul. Topsy screams beneath your current. History current soul. The currents crash, the bodies fall, and nothing's left resolved. I see the pigeons circling in the park. My only friends in the endless dark. Dreams of wireless fire. They call me insane, but the ghost of the future still sings my name. The future still sings my name. Edison, thief of night. Marconi, parasite. I carved the code of lightning's law, but they crowned themselves and left me raw. Burn it down, Edison, your empire built on lies. You wired death through copper veins. You sold the public soul. Topsy screams beneath your current. History can't solve. The saints of science bleed away while devils still leave. And when the sparks have burned to ash and towers fall apart, remember the man who lit the world and died with a broken heart.
Well, hello, chat. Can you hear me out there? Making sure the audio settings are nice, making sure I didn't boomer it. Let's listen back for myself real quick. Yeah, sounds good. Reggie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, awesome. Let me just check the audio levels. Yeah, this looks good. Let's make sure.
Freya says voice is a little low.
The voice is a little low. I can't really dial it up anymore. I can move the mic a little bit closer. Is that better? What about Reggie's voice, if you don't mind? If I have to dial him up.
Oh, howdy. How's everybody?
Yeah, if I'm coming in a little quiet, I might have to
Should I
dial
yell?
you up too. No, you're good. I don't think you have to yell.
Eh.
I can yell. The yelling's fun.
Or I could just, sit up and stop slouching like a lazy slag. That's
Yeah,
fine too.
yeah, it's always an option. But I mean, why?
And they might, because then they might hear my douche flute.
Okay, well, Reggie is somebody who found this amazing writer called D.L. Schindler. I'm not going to bother bringing up the Reddit page. I'm going to change the stream title real quick, though. Well, not the title, but the little card there. We're going to
The
start.
stream will be starting now.
Yeah, the stream is starting now. We're going to be talking about a cocaine T-Rex. It's a great premise for a horror story. Never heard that idea before. Animal on drugs, completely original. I call it.
Yeah, I don't think I can't recall
Yeah.
a single time that's been done actually.
Yeah. No. Not at all. You know what?
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna capitalize the R in Rex. You didn't earn that.
No, he did. He capitalized it once and then never again.
But before we start reading it, he did give permission, as long as on his Reddit, as long as you credit him by name, you can read his stuff. But just in case, I have to read this thing that makes me want to hurt myself. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, fair use allows the use of copyrighted works without permission for purposes such as criticism. We're going to have plenty of that. Commentary, plenty of that. News reporting, I don't know, maybe. Teaching, scholarship, and research. The law considers 4 factors: the purpose and character of the use, especially if it's transformative and adds new meaning or context, the nature of the copyrighted work, the amount of substantiality of what's used. Here, the full work appears, but only in segments and always with added commentary, the effect of the use on the market for the original. This is not meant to be a market replacement for Schindler's work. Go buy it if you like it.
The following is a fan-based parody.
Yeah, right? I feel like I'm doing like the intro to TFS. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Oh boy. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna start with Cocaine T-Rex. Posted to Reddit Horror Stories 13 days ago. I saw this, and this is what made me want to do this, because it's just like, oh, it's gonna be amazing. So, what do we agree on? We'll just take 3 paragraphs each.
Yeah, we'll take 3 paragraphs each, and then we can talk about it for a minute and swap.
Okay, that works for me. I'll start there. Skull sat there, teeth bared. I felt uneasy, staring at the main one, the skull of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, king of monsters. The light shone down onto it in a ray, while darkness draped a veil of black all around of the gleaming ivory. Darkness and dinosaurs. I shivered in dread. I've always had a bad feeling about dinosaurs, like they are real in my life. I know they are. I've always known. I thought the one in the movie was real when I was a kid. Strange when I saw one for real. It was just an animal. It didn't look real, somehow staring at the real thing. This is a dead end on that paragraph. It just ends there. I was taken, shoved into the van with 2... What? I was taken, shoved into the van with 2 other children on the field trip. They'd stolen 3 of us, and I was the only one who didn't get eaten. I wriggled, tied under the heavy bar fence. The dinosaur wasn't trying to get through. I doubt the bison fence would withstand the rage of the monster if it wanted out of its enclosure. And that's just a really awkward comma splice right there. The monster, comma, if it wanted. Okay, so right from Drum Street, what the fuck is happening?
So, as the guy who found D.L. Schindler, I will tell you that this is his like #1 trope, is just going straight from an intro into the wildest thing you've ever heard in your life. Like we go straight from a description of dinosaurs and how we thought they were real when we watched Jurassic Park when we were like 6, into, oh yeah, by the way, these 3 guys threw me in a van.
Yeah, like
Uh,
so like I'm so confused as to like what the fuck the setting is. 'Cause I'm in here and it's like, okay, so we're talking. So I feel like we're in like what, like an ivory cave.
When the setting is the back of a kidnapper's van, weren't you paying attention?
Yeah, I paid attention to all 3 paragraphs, and each one had a different setting.
That's true. That's fair. Did you know that darkness is dark? By the way, it tends to veil things in darkness.
Yeah, like drapery. Like drapery.
Yeah, but the ivory though, the ivory is gleaming for no reason.
Okay.
Because of the darkness, you see, when ivory's in the darkness, it just does that.
So I guess my first like legitimate critique is I need you, Schindler. I need you to rewrite this and explain to me Maybe start your stories where they begin, to quote Rick and Morty.
Also, I just need some clarification from that second. Is it real? Is it real? Is it really real? Are you sure? You only used the word 4 times in your 3 sentences here, and so I'm not sure that they're sure. I don't know about you, but it just seemed kind of half-hearted.
Which movie are we not allowed? I guess it is a rule on No Sleep. You're not allowed to like mention IPs. You want to take the next 3 paragraphs?
No, I'm sorry. You know what movie? The one with the dinosaur where he looked real, you know?
Yeah, Jumanji.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Jack
Love
Black.
Jumanji. Jack Black is. All right, let's see. They tried to catch me, the weirdos in the dinosaur masks. You can't end a sentence that way. Some kind of weird cult led by a guy who looked almost exactly like a young Jared Leto, spelled incorrectly. He wasn't in a mask and ordered them to catch me. I ran as fast as I could and escaped into the forest. Who is them?
The eponymous them.
I wandered out onto the highway, or was picked up by the state patrol after I stood there trying to hitchhike. I was sitting in the back of their vehicle, locked in, and witnessed what happened next. I had already had a harrowing and frightening experience. That's the same word. But I hadn't seen anything yet. I didn't actually see my classmates get eaten, or at least I don't remember seeing it happen. Somehow, I suspect the memory is buried in my mind. I cannot remember seeing it happen. I just know they were devoured by the monster, and I then panicked and also escaped. The 2 state patrols saw 2 of my pursuers, and one of them got out and gave chase to them on foot, back to their compound. When they were on the road leading in, the driver picked up the sweaty patrol woman who came out of the bushes on the side of the road waving us down. We then proceeded to the entrance of the dinosaur cult's compound, owned by some rich guy who denied them access without a warrant.
What the fuck is this pacing?
I have several questions.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. I'll answer them as best I can.
First off, where did the sweaty patrol woman come from? Because this is the first I've heard of her.
Well, there were 2 patrol people, and one of them was a sweaty woman, and one of them ran into the woods after the 2 guys in dinosaur masks.
Okay, so that's why we said patrol people, all right?
Yeah,
We're being PC.
yeah,
We're being PC. We're being PC.
two patrol people. One of them's a woman. Women can be patrol people too. Hashtag.
But only patrol women can be sweaty, apparently.
Hashtag I'm a sweaty her.
Is that somewhere there's a Mrs. D.L. Schindler and she's a sweaty patrol woman?
Oh, I want you to imagine you're this dude's wife and you get described and all of his work is sweaty.
Honey, please stop talking about my hyperhidrosis. It's quite embarrassing.
Look, I swear to God, I'm going to ask for a divorce if you describe me as sweaty one more time. He's just sitting there like he's just sitting there typing. Let me smell your feet. Let me smell your feet.
It's just you open this guy's notes and it's all bad horror stories and like 6 pages of just sweaty patrol woman, sweaty patrol woman, sweaty patrol woman. Reminder to self: Google sweaty patrol women.
I'm gonna Google that right now. I'm gonna see what happens if I Google that. Hold on. Sweaty patrol woman. Images. Honestly.
Is that working for you? You gotta find a sweaty patrol woman of your own.
No, it's just like it's just women in sports bras, which I guess I'm not surprised, but Disappointed? Is disappointed the right word?
I would also like to point out that we've changed settings 3 times once more in
Yeah,
3
how did we get to the
paragraphs.
highway?
We're not even at the highway. We're back at the dinosaur cult compound.
Like I don't.
Apparently, the dinosaur cult owns a compound.
Yeah, right.
Why did the police let you come with them? You were just locked in the back seat a paragraph ago.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, what happened to the bison fence? Where are? I don't think anyone's allowed to complain about the pacing of Has Been Hotel if this has one upvote, and it does. So therefore, you're not allowed to complain about Has Been Hotel's pacing ever again.
This thing's got 21 upvotes. I don't want to hear any talk about Blood Meridian.
Okay, let's get on to the next paragraph. So we sat there for 3 hours. Okay, we sat there for 3 hours while more police showed up, and then there was a warrant for immediate search of the premises. That they didn't need a warrant.
Pause. In what world are you getting a warrant issued in the middle of the night?
They have a process for that. That could happen, but I'm confused.
Yeah,
The end of the last paragraph was who denied them. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. Who denied them access without a warrant? Owned by some rich guy who denied them access without a warrant. Okay, so they got a warrant. Okay, we have some plot actually happening here. A warrant was acquired.
Well, thank goodness for that.
For the missing children and suspected kidnappers. They found them, but the dinosaur cage seemed empty, and the rest of the cultists were gone somehow. The kidnappers were arrested, their van impounded as evidence. It was then discovered that there was a back road leading out to the Forestry Road, also known as Smuggler's Highway. We followed it along the bumpy route until we found where a collision between a 4-wheel vehicle and a special cage truck for the dinosaur. You mean a semi? A special cage truck for the dinosaur had occurred. There was frightening evidence of the T-Rex everywhere, tracks and destruction. There was also blood. But what was scary was that we found no bodies. Everyone was missing. I thought, well, at least it would. I thought, well, at least it has eaten. But then we found that the smugglers were bringing a ton of cocaine on their vehicle. The state patrol looked worried, seeing that a large animal had eaten a ton of cocaine. It's like in that one movie, Cocaine Shark, one of them said. I'm just gonna finish out this dialogue. This is bad. You mean Cocaine Bear? I think it was a remake, the other said before they could discuss the movies. The real-life T-Rex silently, without trembling the ground, moved in, leaned over, and ate one of them. It just like plucks him out of thin air like a fucking Muppet.
Dude, I know. I'll tell you what happened, right? You can spend 2 black mana, and you can bring that T-Rex back from exile. And you can use him as a plot hook when you're writing gets lazy.
I am so confused with the pacing here. I don't know, if you asked me to draw a picture of anything that was happening right now, I would have no idea where to start. I know there's a T-Rex. I know there's a T-Rex. And I know there's a child. I couldn't tell you how old they are. I also know that there's one sweaty patrol woman.
Well, it was nice of the smuggler van to break up a line for the T-Rex to snort.
Right?
Yeah, I have a few questions. All right,
Sure.
All right, just a few. I'd like to point out a couple inconsistencies. It's just it can happen to anybody, but why is the unknown road where they smuggle stuff out? Why is it named? Why do we know what it's named?
Yeah. Does it have a street sign?
Yeah, they just got like a big green sign. It's the Smuggler's Highway, and then like a picture of a finger over some lips, and it says "shh."
It makes you think of you remember the old creepypasta Candle Cove?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I think they got it. They're like, what if like that, but Smuggler Road? That's the vibe, I guess.
I really like, though, that we get an example that he's no better at writing comedy than he is at horror. With our cocaine shark, cocaine bear dialogue.
Yeah,
that was just
that dialogue
riveting.
is so...
Classic comedy.
Well,
side splitting.
Well, the next line really gets me giggling because I was screaming in absolute dread and terror. The other state patrol, she got out of there and hid, while the high T-Rex searched for her in futility. Every time it tried to sniff her out, it sneezed instead. Then it heard me screaming and took note. So this officer sworn to serve and protect, has run for the hills, and meanwhile this kid is just sitting there going, he's having a
And that
panic
officer's
attack.
defense, when she signed up to serve and protect, nobody mentioned T-Rexes on cocaine. I also like that we're told that the T-Rex is definitely snorting the cocaine because he's sneezing every time he tries to smell around.
You know, and I feel like you miss a big visual gag there. You know, that's sneezing out big white clouds. Like, you know, that's a good visual gag you could have had there if you're going for humor.
Yeah. That's but I'm telling you right now, I can't wait for D.L. Schindler's next piece, Cocaine Shark, to come out. Yeah, I'm on the edge of my seat. You can't just blue ball me with that.
Hi, Farnham. Hi, Fire Drake. Welcome in. Yeah, I just yeah,
Welcome, fellas.
I don't know. I don't know what to make of. And we've changed like settings like at least 4 times in 5 paragraphs or less.
You know what? I'll tell you what. He's got 2 out of the 3 things you need for a good story, right?
Okay.
Right. He's got an antagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He's got our cocaine T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's our
And I guess
antagonist, right?
Or yeah. Well, it depends on how you feel about G.L. Schindler as a character, I guess. But I guess he's written as the antagonist.
The real bad guy is the fourth wall.
Jared Leto with an E, right? Is who is never mentioned again after that one time, by the way. So I can only assume he got away scot-free.
I guess a question for you, like from like a basic bitch literary standpoint, like what is the rising action here? I feel like it's been nothing but rising action.
That was kind of my point. Well, it's not that it's been nothing but rising action. It's that there's been an absolute like lack of rising action. I feel like we keep teleporting from conclusion to conclusion. It's like I took a bunch of mushrooms and then hopped into a car and my buddy was driving and I have no idea where we're going, but somehow I keep ending up places, and those places involve T-Rexes and cultists.
I can't help but like imagine like the 2 cops, like, you know, like a coked up T-Rex is, you know, that's obviously an existential threat of like caveman proportions, and they're just sitting there like Cheech Marin and Anthony Stoner just going like, it's like that movie Cocaine Shark. Oh no, man, you mean Cocaine Bear? That was a remake, Holmes. Like, what are you? Where are we? What's happening?
I also like the image of them like waking up a judge in the middle of the night. He's got like his little bunny slippers on and some footy pajamas. They're like, Judge, we need a warrant. We need a warrant right now. He's like, it's 11 o'clock, dude. What are you doing in my house? He's like, Judge, you don't understand. There's a cocaine T-Rex. And the judge is just like, by God.
This is why I swore an oath. Have I mentioned I'm an alcoholic?
Fancy my warrants writing quill.
He puts on a powdered wig, like it's the 1800s. You know, this story makes a lot more sense if it happens in the 1800s. I think I'm gonna go with that.
Oh yeah, and everybody's high on bad brain. Yeah, it is.
Okay, you want to pick up the next paragraph?
God, I don't know, dude. So much excitement is. The smile on its face I do not care for. It still haunts my nightmares. It was staring through the flimsy bullet glass, which wouldn't have stopped that thing, the reptilian dragon beast. It wasn't exactly like a T-Rex should look or act, and not just because it was stoned. You know, he's not stoned; he's twacked. There's a difference, but because it was genetically mutated, crossed with something else, hatched from something else's egg, it vaguely looked like a crocodile or perhaps a Fallout Deathclaw. Let's go. Based.
I wasn't sold on the story, but now he mentioned a thing I recognize, and now I like it.
Based. There's something in between. Its arms weren't as a T-Rex like as they should be. Hold up. Its arms weren't as T-Rex like as they should be. And its face was too broad, making its grin unbearable.
I'm sorry, are you a fucking paleontologist at 8 years old?
Yeah, right? I think D.L. Schindler is part of Big Paleo. They're trying to lie to us, tell us dinosaurs are real. It's also they could sell more plastic dinosaurs. Anyway, I was shrieking in insane hysterics of panic. Yeah, you like words, don't you, pal? Then the state patrol started firing the assault rifle she had found near where someone was plucked from the ground and eaten in basically one vicious gulp. To that monster, a person was like a very large bite of steak, and it had to be full, I thought. But then again, it was crazed from the overdose. I want you to know there are no less than 6 commas in that sentence.
And none of them are in the right spot.
The assault rifle was emptied and did little more than make the monster angry. Which assault rifle? I had always wondered what a gun would do to a dinosaur, since they never shoot at any dinosaurs in the movie. Cat. Cat. Cat!
Yeah, wasn't that the whole plot of Jurassic Park 2, the original?
Dude, Jurassic World, you know how many bullets were fired in that movie?
I don't. I didn't watch the new ones.
A lot. Making me wonder if dinosaurs all have some kind of plot armor that makes the use of guns impossible. Oh no, but you, our darling Mary Sue, you are just riddled with plot armor and it reeks.
Yeah, I don't know where we're at. So, okay, so it's not a normal T-Rex, and he knows that because he is young Sheldon when it comes to paleontology. This is young Sheldon. The whole universe was in a hot, dense state.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. He lost me at like sentence 1, right? But he really grabbed me back up around the time he started mentioning Fallout Death Claws, as opposed to those other Death Claws, you know. Surely, if you hadn't qualified it with Fallout, we'd have no idea.
Farnham is asking, aren't T-Rexes reptiles? They'd absorb it through their skin and dehydrate at super speed. I don't know if that's true, but you're more than welcome.
So I do.
Okay, go ahead.
So I looked this up because I was curious as to what the effects of cocaine on reptiles was, and apparently it's just poison. It just kills them. They're just dead. it's
dead.
Like it doesn't react the way it reacts. It's not an intoxicant. It's just poison. They just die. So like this whole thing would have ended like 5 paragraphs ago after the 6th setting we jumped to. Also, he's behind bulletproof glass now.
Yeah, when did that happen? I thought he was walking down the road with the cops.
I thought he was screaming in the middle of the forest.
Yeah, what is happening? Like every scene change is absolutely every scene. It's like we're changing the backdrop. It's like he's got a green screen and he's got ADD and he can't stop but change it.
And also because they never fired bullets at the dinosaurs, so we watched 30 minutes of the first Jurassic Park, and we assumed that was like the collective sum of all dinosaur movies ever.
I'm trying.
Right? So obviously guns were never fired at the dinosaurs.
I know you're younger than me by like a fucking decade or so, but like, did you ever see like the show Lost World?
No.
I'm
younger than you by like a decade, and I didn't have cable till I was 16.
Okay,
So.
there was this somebody in chat will know what I'm talking about. There was this show called Lost World. Am I wrong in remembering that like the Burt Reynolds wannabe definitely shot dinosaurs? I'm pretty sure I remember that from that show. I'm pretty sure he shot dinosaurs, or maybe it was just the lizard people. He definitely shot some sort of reptilian. He liked to shoot things. I remember that episode.
I can remember like a non-zero amount of times where dinosaurs were shot at. I'm just gonna look up guns versus dinosaur.
Yeah, please. What kind of gun do we need to kill a T-Rex? This donut operator have a video.
Obviously, the 1911 is the obvious. The 1911 is all powerful. Yeah, I'm seeing no less than like 40 clips from like different dinosaur movies.
Okay.
Of like people firing guns at dinosaurs. It's definitely happened before. I think he's lying.
Look.
He's lying.
It's a work of creative fiction. The characters age. They've only seen the one dinosaur movie. The other ones, they have sex scenes. His parents will let him watch them. Okay. Get abducted by a weird cult. His parents are down for that, but he can't watch anything above PG-13. It can't be done. He's got to watch Phineas and Ferb like the rest of us. Okay. The rest of us know.
Another inconsistency I noticed. They're behind the bulletproof glass, and the only place I can think they feasibly found that is like back at the patrol car,
Yeah.
Maybe the cars have bulletproof windows. They don't, but evidently this one does. So they presumably went all the way there. But then she went all the way back to the site of the disappearing smugglers to grab that assault rifle. You know, the site of the disappearing smugglers she abandoned a small child at like 10 minutes ago? The child she could have scooped up in one arm and he really wanted to slow her down. But she went all the way back for the assault rifle and then all the way back to the patrol car before she fired a single shot.
There's an official rifle that, as a joke, was labeled as for hunting dinosaurs. Okay, I'm gonna look up the dinosaur hunting rifle because
That's true. I actually know.
If it's a 22, I'm gonna fucking.
No, it's a pretty hefty caliber. It's a Marlin 1895, the 4570.
Oh boy, prominently.
It is 4570. It'd do it. I think it'd do it. It's...
I mean, it's a cool looking gun. Okay, so obviously this guy didn't do a lot of research. We got more research done in, I don't know, 20 minutes. Okay, let's round this out then. Okay, my throat hurt and my eyes were blurred with tears as the tail struck the car and moved it across the road. The jolt stunned me so that I was looking all cross-eyed at the goat? The goat state patrol. Are you saying goat as in the greatest of all time?
As in the greatest of all time.
The goat state patrol woman who was formerly sweaty, but now she's the goat, okay?
She's the goat, brother. She abandoned a small child, but she's the goat.
No, wait, hold on. It gets better. Patrolwoman who had found a rocket launcher. We've entered Resident Evil in a smuggler's vehicle. She let the T-Rex have an anti-tank slug through one eye, which detonated the inside of its skull and disintegrated its entire head. The poor animal never even knew what happened. 1 minute it was eating a psychedelic buffet of screaming cheeseburgers, and the next, darkness. Got a little extinction on your face. She coughed out a one-liner, glancing around with the feral eyes of cooling adrenaline. She dropped the bazooka. This weapon has changed names 4 times. And got in the patrol vehicle. Shakily, she backed up, and we drove away down the foresty road. I am very glad to be alive and enjoying life. Glad I'm not extinct.
Well, first off, the loot drops on smuggler vehicles are insane.
Yeah. She's
rocket launcher and an assault rifle. And why are they chambering anti-tank rounds?
I need a second. I just that tickles me that they're getting loot drops from the smoke. It's like a legendary drop in Fortnite. Just hear the fucking.
I'm calling hacks, brother. They're manipulating the odds or something.
This story would be so much better if like it ended with, and then I took off the VR headset and said that game kind of sucked.
And then my mom came in and told me that dinner was ready, and she said I wasn't supposed to play video games till I did my homework. But screw you, Mom. I like Minecraft.
There's a lot of mods to make this a Minecraft thing. Yeah, you can make your own DL Schindler Minecraft mods in the Minecraft server.
Well, I'll tell you something we do know about DL Schindler, and that's that he's never done drugs before. He was eating a psychedelic buffet of screaming cheeseburgers.
Not only do I think that this person has probably never done drugs, I also think that line is stolen, like verbatim. Like I'm pretty sure I've seen that. Run that line like in like quotations for me. I want to see if that line is original because I feel like I've heard that before.
That's a pretty wild line. He was watching Claudia with a chance of meatballs when he wrote this. Is what happened.
Sweaty goat, yeah, the sweaty goat, Freya.
The sweaty goat. No, all I'm getting at there's 3 links and they all read back to this. Did you know DL Schindler has a Patreon?
I think you should donate to it.
I think I should too.
I think it would be a really nice thing if everyone just went to DL Schindler's Patreon and just pledged the minimum just for a month.
Oh my gosh, is that the guy? Oh my god, that's the guy.
Also, Farnham said to check your DMs. I think he sent you something.
Yeah, it's the T-Rex hunting gun. I already knew what you were talking about though. I almost bought one.
You know what? You know what?
Like a couple years ago, I almost bought one.
I'll see how the audio comes out, Alex. And you know what? If I could fucking make heads or tails on what to do with where this takes place, I might give it. I might give it a go. I'll give it a crappy old school Flash treatment.
God, brother, what?
I'm not gonna show it on stream, but yeah, please DM me if he has like a fucking author photo.
He does, and not only that, he's got 5 full-length books published.
How are they doing?
I can't imagine quite well. Let's see. Well, I'd love to tell you, but it would appear as though no one's ever bought one.
Oh no! Can we?
Oh, we hold up just a second. Hold up, I'm gonna buy D.L. Schindler's book real quick.
Let's go.
No, they're out of print. No, I can't buy them. It's 134 pages. You've been a busy boy, D.L. Schindler.
You can't buy it anymore. D.L. Schindler, you have to relist the
Amazon
books.
took them down. Relist your books, D.L. Schindler.
Reggie
This specimen. I'll buy your whole collection.
Relist them all for $1.99. Reggie will buy one of each.
You can list them for $10 each. I'll buy them all. I have to own the D.L. Schindler. He's my favorite author.
Oh my god, that's fun though.
He's my favorite author. Look at these covers, bro. They're AI generated.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, Alex. I think I'm gonna need. Like the Doom soundtrack. Can somebody get me like some throat singers so I can make a metal song out of nothing but throat singers?
His name is Derek. That's what's on his book, Derek.
Derek. Let me guess. Middle name Lewis.
I don't know. It just says Derek. Derek with a K, by the way. D-E-R-I-K.
How else do you spell it?
Derek? Not D-E-R-I-K.
Do you spell
I don't know.
it?
I've never known anybody named Derek. It's a terrible name. Everybody I've ever known named Derek changed their name.
Is it like Derek D-E-R-R-I-C-K? Like D-E-R and then the name Rick? Is that how it's supposed to be?
I think that's how it's supposed to be. They're all delisted. No. Where am I going to get the D.L. Schindler books? Hold up. We see if somebody's selling them on eBay.
Oh my god. Is that what it's...
6 silver bullets by D.L. Schindler.
Oh, you know what? He's probably got like good reads or whatever. He's probably got it somewhere with like lower standards than Amazon, which is
shopping. No, there are no shopping topics. It looks like there aren't any shopping matches on this topic. No, D.L. Schindler, are you lying to me right now? You breaking my heart right now, D.L. Schindler? Did you never actually post these books? Never had them printed, did you?
By the way, Fardam, yeah, you can't see anything because we're not like scrolling Reddit for anything because I don't know, dude. Reddit ads are wild right now, and plus, I feel like, you know, everyone should be surprised. No one should be reading ahead. These are gripping pieces of narrative fiction.
I'm so sad I can't buy the D.L. Schindler books. Not even a digital copy.
You could pledge to him on Patreon. What's his minimum Patreon pledge?
It's $1. $1 is the only tier. That's his only page. Isn't that the saddest thing you've ever heard?
I think
somebody give my man D.L. Schindler a confidence boost right now.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to go drop D.L. Schindler $1.
Somebody go give him $1 right now.
He's trying his best.
And look, he's got a cat. His cat's pretty cute. His bowl's empty, and that makes me very sad. I don't think things are going well for D.L. Schindler.
I mean, he's writing so much. It has to be going well. He wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't working.
He'd be making more money if he wrote less.
Yeah.
Well, I'm subscribing to D.L. Schindler's Patreon right now.
Tell him Broken Head Meat sent you.
How many gifts do you want to purchase? Yo, I can gift a membership. I'll give all of chat a membership to D.L. Schindler right now.
Everybody.
You guys, I'll give the whole chat a membership to D.L. Schindler right now.
Oh my god, it's happening for D.L. Schindler.
It's dude. This is the most action he's seen in months.
Do you know how much dopamine you're gonna give this guy?
He needs it, I think. He really needs it. I am officially a member of the DL Schindler Patreon. All right, chat. Who wants memberships to DL Schindler? It's Christmas time. All right, at Broken Headbeat Institute, and Regicide's getting you all memberships to DL Schindler's Patreon.
Oh, you shouldn't have. No, seriously, you fucking shouldn't have.
Yeah. And just like that, Papa Regicide's not invited back next year. He showed up. He gave us all memberships to the worst writer ever, and then he ate all of the pudding and he left.
You know what? You say that, but like I don't think this is the worst writer ever. I think more competent writers who are doing like they play like the no sleep meta. Like if you pay attention to like no sleep, like any given month, like you'll see one story pop off and it'll be like, we discovered a deep space signal and we shouldn't have responded. And then every story for the rest of the month is basically that same premise, but just to the left a little bit. So like
You know what? You're so right. Congratulations to DL Schindler for stepping outside the meta. I'm so proud of him. That's why I subscribe to his Patreon. And that gets me access to stories we've yet to see.
Oh, okay. I wonder if we could read the Patreon stories. Can you send like a little message on Patreon?
I think so. Give me a second. Let me go back to my Patreon.
Hold on. Do you want to jump into the next story? We'll talk about that at the end.
Yeah. I'll hit him up while we're reading the next one.
Okay, so the next one is in Darkness Dwells, which good alliteration. I like the title. A little reminiscent of Lovecraft. Yeah, so I'm a little bit in. Oh, good. We start with some incel stuff here. Okay, not my fault. It's hers. I told her to stop. I tried to stop her. What now can I say? It's her fault, not mine. I feel like I should be reading this. It was her fault, not mine. Knowing what now is knowing is inoculation. You must know. You must. There isn't much time. It is already everywhere. I'd start at when it started. Yeah, that's where you should start most of your stories. I am not really sure. I just know it was Tuesday when my life was still normal. Now I cannot be sure if normal is reality or just some kind of weird, hazy dream I was walking around in. I actually believed monsters weren't real, like you probably do. Oh, it's like the same. It's like the same 3-paragraph intro.
I'm sorry, I was messaging DL Schindler.
Did you miss it? I want you to go catch up on those 3 paragraphs and tell me that it's not almost the exact same intro.
I'm sorry, I had to check. I thought I was on the wrong tab. But no, I already closed Cocaine 2 Racks. It always happens on a Tuesday, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's always a Tuesday. This guy hates Tuesdays like Garfield hates Mondays.
I'm shocked.
You know what? I actually, if he came out and just he was the human version of Garfield for Tuesdays, I'd be on his side. I think Tuesday's the worst day.
I just think it's hard for me to believe that someone so unemployed could hate a day of the week so bad.
You mean Garfield or DL Schindler?
Yes.
Read your paragraphs. That was mean.
Just because you think it's childish to believe in horrible monsters. That's what I thought. Did you now? Adults don't believe in make-believe creatures. Only those silly kids do. Here's reality, all right? From now on, the kids are right. The kids aren't all right. Children know instinctively that there are monsters, and then we tell them that there aren't any. Adulthood is becoming a prey item that is oblivious to the fact that we're part of an ancient food chain. Not the ancient food chain. You don't see one and then take a picture of it. What was that? I'm sorry.
If I don't get like vampire mole people, I'm gonna piss my pants, and then who will look stupid?
I'm gonna piss and cry a little bit, actually, I think. You don't see one and then take a picture of it, and then that becomes some kind of proof. You see one, nobody believes you except the children because they know this track is real. Take a picture and it must be fake. You cannot prove something that is so awful is real. People barely even believe in their own imminent death. And death is a scientific fact. He would know. He's D.L. Schindler, the scientist. No. The power of the monster is that it is not real. I might as well stop myself here. Please, brother, dude. For the rest of my words will be mocked. Yep. Ignored. Yep. And disbelieved. Yep. But if I say nothing, I have survived my ordeal for nothing. If I say nothing, you are not warned. If you believe in what I say, that is your own survival wall. It was almost hard. It was all. If I say nothing, you are not warned is almost hard. You should have stopped it right there. Except you can't, because that would make your 2-sentence paragraph 1 sentence. This is. And then it's not a paragraph, is it?
The thing that's got me wilding about this is just like, where are we? Owen Wilson?
I don't know.
Maybe
We're in some incels manifesto right now, I think.
He reads like a 12-year-old edgelord's journal entry. That is kind of the vibe I get. I can't find this guy on Patreon. Could you
Do you want a link for it? I'll do you one better. I'm gonna gift you a membership to DL Schindler. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Well, hold on.
Yes.
Paste. Why don't you just paste the Patreon in chat and also mod you and also.
Let me.
I need a couple
I can't
mods.
link to the post page. I think I could just link straight directly to DL Schindler. I don't think I can link to the post page.
I'm gonna just mod some people while I'm waiting.
I guess the default page is the post page. Copy. Can I post it? I'm gonna post it right now.
You should be able to.
Okay.
And if not, I'll add you as a moderator, and you'll be able to do whatever you want.
Oh, there we go. There's the link to DL Schindler's Patreon.
If you're seeing only top chat, you might have to go to live chat. Oh, also, there's a delay, so.
Oh my goodness, I'm in the wrong chat. I accidentally sent it to top chat. I've been ignoring so many people. I'm so sorry.
No, it's cool. Live chat isn't like. Live chat isn't much different. Garfield hates Mondays because John has to go back to work. You know what? I buy into that.
Well, that's so sad. I hate that little orange cat. Now I feel bad for him. Controversial take, guys. I hate Garfield.
I
hate Garfield more than Garfield hates Mondays. It's so boomer humor coded.
There's this great documentary on YouTube that everyone should watch called "What the Internet Did to Garfield."
Horrible, horrible things.
I hope he does show up like Beetlejuice. I would have him on. I would have him on so fast. I would be like, get in the call, get in the call. I need to talk to you right now.
DL Schindler, DL Schindler, DL Schindler, DL Schindler.
Yeah. I have no way of knowing how old he is. I can tell you he's definitely not using ChatGPT to write these, and I have to at least respect that.
Well, I want you to go to that Patreon link right now. You were way closer than you thought with young Sheldon.
Does he look like young Sheldon?
I'll open his Patreon link.
I didn't see it pop up in chat. I don't know if it got filtered out. Make like a normal.
It probably got filtered out because it's a Patreon post.
Make like a normal comment in chat real quick.
Okay. Allow me to enlighten you with some ancient Irish wisdom. EP poo poo. There you go.
Okay. And now you have become goaded, much like a sweaty police officer. So you
dude, am I a sweaty patrol woman now? Let's go!
Yes, you are now the sweaty patrol woman. As a fellow bad writer, I should be taking notes. Honestly, tell us what your work is. We'll read it on the next time we do this. We'll tell you if it's bad. We'll give you tips. Reggie's a published writer. I've been narrated by a couple of creepypasta writers. So we'll help you out if you want help.
Submit your terrible horror stories here so we can make fun of it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be honest with you. We won't lie to you.
But if you cry, I'm probably gonna drink the tears. I like the tears.
Okay. Well, now you're scary. Now you're scaring the hose.
I'm allowed to scare the hose.
Okay. A survival wall. That is what separates the individuals of a species during a mass Just say extinction. Like for example, are you someone who trusts your government with a needle? Oh no, anti-vax. They are the ones who think the world is overpopulated with poor people that are just using up resources and are desperate to find a way to Thanos most of us. Oh, he said a thing I know. I'm so in. I'm locked in now. So they
Pick up your soul stones this weekend.
so they say the common cold is a pandemic and arrest people who don't cover their faces. Then they tell you that they have created a cure for the common cold.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. D.L. Schindler is a COVID denier. It's like a revelation that shouldn't surprise me as much as it does.
Well, we don't know. Maybe this is just what the character thinks. So let's hear him out.
I coughed on my douche flute.
Some people are gullible enough to think all of that was actually real. I was, until I accidentally discovered what was going on. I told her to stop, but she did it anyway. Puppets like on strings, silk spiderweb strings, inhuman masters. That is who we obey. Our government is just a middleman for our devil. Haven't you wondered why any benevolent God would speak through a human mouthpiece instead of directly to us? That is because our gods are not benevolent. That is
Speaking of philosophical facts, now
you're almost
what was
yeah.
it? Descartes, who said that God wasn't God, but actually a demon who controls the world and he seeks to see us suffer.
I'm pretty sure the quote from Descartes is that if God exists, he is the greatest trickster to have ever lived.
Yeah. Carpiccio, Irif, Carpiccio.
Carpiccio!
The philosopher who made up a word to explain something because he forgot where he was going with that point. He really liked opium, that guy.
Jesus Christ. We're not gonna be able to monetize this because of all the freaking drugs.
Who's gonna sue us? Descartes? Hey, he's gone. He's long gone.
Okay, so I'm kind of lost with like, did he not want to say extinction because he said it too much, like in Coke T-Rex?
This cocaine T-Rex came after this.
So maybe he just didn't want to say mass extinction?
I think he thinks that mass extinction is too used. Like everybody knows what a mass extinction is, but when I say mass die-off, it sounds smart. Maybe he's a VTuber.
Maybe he's a VTuber.
You can't say killed. You have to say unalived. You can't say mass extinction. You got to say mass die-off.
I feel obligated to now put all the story titles in Comic Sans. I don't know why, but that just feels appropriate. There we that looks good. How you guys like Comic Sans? I like Comic Sans.
I think Megalovania would improve the story greatly.
Yeah,
he keeps saying words, but all I keep hearing is da 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 da.
And then a skeleton in a coat came out, and he told me I killed his brother, and I had to fight him over and over.
It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing. Flowers are blooming.
And the writer's like, you should be burning in hell.
Yeah.
This is all jokes.
Oh wow,
It's all jokes, not a bully stream.
Not a bully stream, guys. This is constructive criticism, and my constructive criticism is you should stop writing.
No, after you subscribe to his Patreon, no, that's mean.
Well, yeah, I've seen some things that you guys haven't seen, and
all I'm saying
he didn't
is
respond to my hey there.
all I'm gonna say is if DL Schindler, if you see this, and you get that Patreon money, all I ask is that you spend a little bit on like a creative writing class or like a book or Grammarly, just anything to help you out here, buddy. Like
I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better, DL Schindler. If you see this, if you see that Patreon money, and you see this, I will give you $50 to come here next week and speak with us. Please. I beg of you. I'm your biggest fan, DL Schindler. I'm the only member of your Patreon. You can't do this to me.
You have to give me the call, Derek.
I deserve to speak to you, Derek.
You just post the
We'd
lyrics.
love to have you on.
Post the lyrics to Stan. Send it to him as a message.
Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. This is
I pillaged $1 and all that. Told my friends to do so. All at the bottom. Oh shit. Okay, you got the next three, buddy. Starts with God's love.
God's love is the only actual myth. Are we enlightened atheist? Are we, Schindler? All the rest of the stories are all true. All those monsters, demigods, archons. Is that word? Archons?
Archons, yeah.
Angry goddesses and curses are all real. Religion was a sedative. Dude, is it? A way to keep it. He definitely stole religion was a sedative, right?
Yeah, that doesn't feel like an original thought, but maybe.
A way to keep us in check, to make the devil into a lie and make some kind of heaven the thing we believe in. We are children, for we are fools. As a child, you knew those stories were true. My man played God of War, and it had absolutely like the consequences were the consequences will never be the same.
I can't prove video games create violence, but I can prove they create atheism.
Yeah. When did we stop fearing God? No loving creator would make this universe. The universe cannot be the creation of a loving or benevolent creator, unless the creator was entirely incompetent or insane. What sort of being creates such wild chaos and infinite darkness and then claims to be holy? Well, the kind who creates things, obviously. He's the creator. And you see, creation. Creation is important. Let's go fight a holy war. Hell yeah, Deus Vult. Let's didn't kill each other until we agree what to call our loving God.
What? Where are we?
D.L. Schindler calling for a holy war was something I didn't expect.
I think he's referencing the Crusades.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I don't think he's saying let's do a holy war. I mean, clearly this character is like an atheist. So like, yeah, they're not gonna fight a holy war, or they're mad at God.
What am I supposed to do with all these halberds and pitchforks now?
What are you, a guard at the Vatican?
Yeah, it's it. This is my day job. I guard the Pope.
Wait, hold on. Fardum subscribed to Schindler. Awesome, love that. Do you guys like insert most hated font ever here? Hey, that's uncalled for void. Interesting fact.
I love comics. You know what? No, you delete that Comic Sans right now, and I want you to put it in Wingdings.
No, no, I'm not Toby Fox. I don't have that prestige that I could put stuff in Wingdings and expect people to deal with that. I like Freya, is that true that Comic Sans is easier for dyslexics to read? Because that's actually interesting.
Makes sense. The letters are much more pronounced.
Yeah,
the difference between like letters is like much more different. Like your B's and your D's look a lot more different in Comic Sans.
Alex Gautier, you know what? Darik, he spelled it with an A-R-I-K. I like you. You're not like the other.
You're not like the other guys. You're in the trailer park.
I wonder if I could get away with playing the Stewart version that has like the Farnham dub over it.
No, but I'll tell you one thing. D.L. Schindler knows what they're doing to the soil. He knows.
Okay, let's see what these. Let's see if we get any real plot here. We are here now, where I am. I doubt you've come this far, and we have only just begun to enter into the darkness. You too shall dwell in the shadows when you know what waits in the light. Seeker of mysteries, patient one, wise learner, let me not speak a moment longer, except to tell you how I came to overflow with such madness. I'd gone with my mom to the doctor. It's going to be a COVID vaccine. He's going to get a COVID vaccine. They wanted me on birth control, but my family is Catholic. There's no need. I'd never harm myself and another by having sex outside of marriage. I was quite chaste and responsible, yet the doctor insisted, saying it would affect our insurance. My mom didn't care at that moment. When I said no, she listened.
Oh,
Perhaps it wasn't me who went insane. Perhaps this world is quite mad, and I went sane. I don't know if that is a thing, but I felt kinda safe. Once I snapped, I'm getting real, fucking.
damn you, Joaquin Phoenix! You've ruined this world.
I'm getting really strong, what is, Jeff the Killer vibes. Real strong Jeff
No,
the Killer.
this is like word for word from the new Joker movie, brother. What do you want about it?
Like suddenly everything was just kind of funny. I was sure laughing a lot and screaming. Yeah, we are too,
This
buddy.
is the man they should have got to write Folly of Two.
Can we get this guy to direct the Killing Joke? Like, we need a new Killing Joke movie, and we need this guy to direct it. I have the utmost faith in him. He has 2 Patreon subscribers right now. There is no one more successful.
Not on nosleep. No, absolutely not. They love him there.
Okay, so we have this like non sequitur standout, so I'm just gonna grab that real quick. What is it? I asked. The doctor stood there, the light on his glasses shining and hiding his gaze, and his little half smirk creeped me out. Then he offered to let me touch it, and I did. Touch what?
Whoa, hey,
What?
Question?
Yeah,
Touch what?
the birth control.
I don't think it's birth control.
Then he offered to let me touch it, and I did. Feeling its coldness and wrongness, I recoiled in horror and stared at it. That wasn't very nice. The doctor thrust it at me, like I shouldn't cringe and shy away. I screamed, and my mom opened the door.
One sec. PSA. Chat. If a strange man ever looks at you and says, "You want to touch it?"
Yeah, you say
the
no.
answer is no. The answer is no. Go tell a trusted adult.
I can't, Whimsy, I legitimately cannot believe this is ChatGPT just because of like how it's written. But
I can actually fact check you right now. It's worse. It's not. I've checked. These are real thoughts in a real man's brain.
I think what he's referring to, like when the doctor's like touch, I think he's talking about like a UID or IUD, interuterine device, whatever it's called.
No, because he says it's cold.
Yeah, like the old school one, the Iron Cross. You know, this is a good case for like not how women work. You know, that subreddit.
I'm sorry. So he won't research T-Rexes or movies where dinosaurs get shot, but he'll research turn of the century birth control implants.
Either that or you saw it on that one episode of House. Yeah.
Not yet. No, surely this isn't.
Yeah, this is from the perspective of a young woman.
When I said no, yeah, I mean, men writing women, right?
Yeah,
he's doing a good job. He hasn't mentioned her boobs, boobing boobly yet at all. Perhaps it wasn't me who went insane. No. There's no mention of what it is.
Maybe it's the clown. The doctor wants to put the clown in her vagina.
There's a reason he wanted her on birth control. Is all I'm saying.
Oh no! Oh no! I don't like that.
And it'll affect your insurance. You mean to tell me doctors can be this like, you don't take this medication right now? Insurance. It's fucked. It's fucked. I'm gonna make sure of it. Take the pill right now.
So I can't do a Harley Quinn. If I could, I'd be doing one right now. Now that I know that it's a female character, like I only just realized. Oh, this is
a Joker, baby.
It's a Joker, baby. I could do it. I'm gonna crash my fucking voice out if I do it, though. I could probably do that. Hold on.
No, it's okay. I don't think we need to do that.
I think I have to give it the old college try.
I think he's already quoting fully a dude, word for word.
Okay, you pick it up. You do the Joker baby voice.
Well, I don't want to do it either, but
No,
I'll pick it up.
no, too late. You volunteered. Do it.
I screamed and my mom opened the door. Well, I would if she had voice lines. I screamed and my mom opened the door. She hadn't wanted me in the room alone with them, and had just stood outside. What? She asked. She couldn't see it. I looked at her face and then at the wriggling mass in his hands and realized she was literally blind to it. I watched as her gaze searched us for a reason for my distress and settled on the doctor's hands. I looked too and saw that the thing he held was gone, and instead he held a syringe. I hate needles, and there was no way any cold virus was worse than an injection. We're
Yeah,
back to
tell that
COVID
to
denial.
tell that to Jim Henson.
Right?
Yeah, I think Jim Henson would like a word here.
When I was on the counter, armed with a magazine holder, screaming I wasn't getting the shot, my mom sat in my place. Looks like one of you is getting the shot today. Just a little jab to keep you healthy. The doctor's face looked plastic, like a mask. That is when I told her not to, but she did anyway.
Oh no, she got vaxxed. Somebody get
She
it.
got back. The wriggling mask that he
Yeah,
asked her to touch, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll touch it."
yeah, just a question for chat. What's the over under on this ending? Was like an invisible tentacle monster?
I'm taking bets on whether or not he mentions Bill Gates in the next 3 paragraphs.
Mr. J. Yeah, I don't know if that came out right for him.
I don't like that at all.
Wait, hold on. I have to open my throat a little more and raise my pharynx. Mr. J. There we go. That's a little bit better.
Yeah, so he's taking auditions for new co-hosts.
We both know I get a little weird.
Hold up, can I keep going?
Oh yeah, please do. Please do.
I don't want the next paragraph, but I want the one after that. I was silent on the ride home, but when she was on the phone rescheduling, my dad came home and said he and my brother had just gotten injected at the Walmart. How does it go? In that movie I watched at Bainey's Sleepover, Welcome to Costco. I love you. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm changing the bio on everything I own to Welcome to Costco. I love you.
That's from Idiocracy, dude.
I know it's from Idiocracy.
Also, who the fuck out here is naming their kid Bainey? What the fuck kind of name is that? Bayni.
You watched Idiocracy at a 15-year-old girl's sleepover? I'm gonna press X to doubt.
I'm sorry. I was told that Owen Wilson's less successful brother was very attractive to young women.
I'm just saying, this is living proof of the kind of person who watched Idiocracy and just missed the point. they missed the point.
He became the Idiocracy. Oh man, that is okay. So they both got vaxxed at
the Walmart, brother.
But yeah,
the Walmart.
I actually legitimately lost my point because I'm losing my shit over the name Bainey.
I can feel my brain melting out of my ears.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's a good chance I'm gonna crash out before we get to the end of this. Let's see. Except that's oh wait, no, I gotta do the stupid voice. Except that's actually Uncle Sam's Club, not Kirkland. You know, with a hiring preference waiver so that they can use legal discrimination tactics under the guise of, well, we hire veterans first.
Oh my God! Tell me you got rejected for a job at Walmart without telling me you got rejected for a job at Walmart. I'm sorry, Sam's Club. Sam's Club.
Okay, hold on. I gotta reread the whole line. I fucking ruined it. You know, with a hiring preference waiver so that they can use illegal discrimination tactics under the guise of, well, we hire veterans first. Oh, it's hitting all the talking points.
This guy thinks veterans don't deserve jobs.
Boo! You're missing the subtext. It's like a DEI thing.
Well, yeah, and obviously he did not get the job at Walmart, D.L. Schindler. He seems very upset about it.
Well, it's a great day to be D.L. Schindler. He has Patreons now.
You think they didn't hire him because he kind of looks like a big toe? I'm sorry. That's
Yeah,
okay. We can cut that one. in
yeah,
post.
not a bully stream. Hashtag not a bully stream. But yeah, I just I don't know. It's like all the talking points. It's like anti-vax, and also I'm a woman, and also DEI bad, and also veterans should starve, I guess.
Don't forget, you have to be a based atheist. Based atheist.
Okay.
For now, I am euphoric, not because of some phony god's love.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. Okay, so veterans first. Bainey's mom works for Walmart, or she did. She's the one who told us it should be Walmart and not Costco in that movie. Yes, I'm sorry. Bainey's mom is telling y'all that like Idiocracy got it wrong. It should be Walmart, not Costco. Have you? Clearly, you're not aware of like the Costco TikTokers. Boom! Double chuck, chucky, chuck, chick to a cookie.
Okay, but the Costco CEO is kind of based.
Yeah.
If you raise the price of that hot dog, I will kill you.
Honestly, facts. Yes, they hired her, and she got a promotion. So how discriminatory can they actually be? She says her job is just for show. She's a checked box, so they can do whatever they want. This is all related to what I said earlier about how much of a lie it all is. I had already seen a monster. Things were already going very badly for me.
It is a DEI thing. It's
a
He's got a problem with DEI.
He's calling
when
the
did DL Schindler get so political? That his old work's not like that.
Yeah, I like the one about the T-Rex. There was no politics in that one.
What are you talking about? Of course there were. Clearly, you don't remember the T-Rex versus sweaty assault lady wars.
What if he forgot to write a line in the T-Rex story where he's all like, and then the lady cop tried to take out her taser, but it was a bazooka. was that
the T-Rex put his hands up and tried to surrender, but the lady cop kneeled on his neck.
Yeah, is that like the on the cutting room floor of Cocaine T-Rex?
Yeah, his publisher took a look at that. He's like, no, that's gotta go.
Like I'm just living on the prayer that this is all like in character, like this isn't their actual belief system.
Well, art and life, they sort of imitate,
Yeah, right. What you know.
He's oddly informed on the talking points. Is all I'm saying.
I swear to God,
as informed as any of these guys ever are.
I swear to God, if a certain incident in recent history comes up in this story, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh yeah, I'm actually gonna flip my desk and punch a hole through my monitor.
Like I swear to God, if that thing
first stream
that happened,
back, ultimate crash out.
if that thing that happened like 6 days ago gets brought up in this story, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Well, luckily for us, this story was posted 21 days ago.
Oh, that would be even weirder if like it does get mentioned and then it turns out we track it back and like it was DL Schindler the whole time.
Dude, we keep tracking it back and like turns out he's been prophetic this whole time. We were looking at cocaine T-Rex the right way.
Yeah, it's all a metaphor. Like the T-Rex is like a metaphor for like socialism, and the bazooka is a metaphor for like Pokemon Go to the polls. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'm willing to sign off on that.
You want to pick up the next one?
Why'd he even show it to me? Was something supposed to happen? I had enough child in me. Still, don't say that.
Yeah,
that's to recognize what it was.
Also, why in single quotations?
Something more mundane. I don't know why in single quotation. Double quotations was an option.
Yeah.
I think he meant to make this like a spoken line.
Maybe.
Well, no, it's internal monologue.
Yeah, I guess
bad. It's bad. Poorly written story is poorly written. Why are we questioning it?
Because I'm wondering if it has a different meaning in that. Continue. I'll think about it.
I mean, still to recognize what it was and not see something more mundane. I'm sure it does have a different meaning, but he doesn't know that. Something more mundane. It was slimy and horrible, and I had touched its coldness. grips, feeling a shock throughout all I knew and thought. I sat rocking myself as my family decided I too was to get an injection. So I ran away. When the police spotted me 2 days later, they had light in their eyes. 2 days on the run? Brother, you're hungry. Go home.
Yeah.
They obey something that is not human, something that writes our rules and signs their paychecks. Oh my God,
Are
the
we going
symbolism is not
ACAB?
even
Are
symbolism.
we going
I think
ACAB?
cops are humans. Most of them are probably pretty good. They work for the man, and the man works for the things from the light. I was taken to the place where there is boundless light. They went ahead and injected me with whatever sedatives made them happy to put in me. They found me so mad. Was I screaming, clawing at my face and eyes and theirs, laughing? I remember laughing because I laughed so much it started to hurt. Careful, brother.
Jesus Christ.
Careful not to cut yourself.
Yeah, and all that edge.
edge.
Okay, I got this. I knew it. Wait, was it stupid voice? I knew it all. I could see the transactions between man and his master. We, like the dog begging for scraps of knowledge and power, they make the kings. Appointed by God, they elect the president, not by popular vote, and they write the script of our cultural stagnation. They decide who breeds and with who. Oh, I hate that word. They decide who breeds and with whom, or whether someone is merely a plaything for others, willingly or not. All our science is their propaganda, all our academia from their curriculum, and all our words we use to speak and think are curated by them. Why would only the youth find it practical to invent new terms, while adults just expand their vocabulary to say what they already could? Yeah, why use many words when few? Yeah, sure, got it. They have
I also
changed.
like that he's pretending that the youth invent words. It's all just
Yeah.
recycled lingo.
Yeah, right.
It's-
They have changed the very language centers of our brains, made it so that we speak 1,000 different languages, making real communication impossible. Why? Where are we? What is this
I
about?
need a, I need a, I need a baby dose.
I
Whatever
need
he's on.
I need a cold drink and a room temperature Quaalude.
I need a fainting couch and a glass of scotch. I think.
Oh boy. Tiny Eldritch
What sort
horror.
of parent wants their child to be unable to communicate? What sort of God would strike us down with babbling incoherence? We make meaningless, savage noises that deaden our natural way of communicating. Our natural way is mind to mind in perfect silence. I'm sorry, brother. Are you insinuating that we were telepathic? Knowing the intention of our friends and lovers without speaking. That is the natural human. They made us speak their words aloud so that we could no longer hear each other. So there's an interesting science thing here about this right here, right?
Sure.
And I'm sure that he heard that interesting science thing and just ran with it. But there's an interesting bit of science that says that like we as human beings in a modern age, you know, that possess empathy, we can physically sense a bad person, and it's not something that is like intuition. It's something that's like actual brain waves that get set off when you're in the presence of someone who's not good.
Are you talking about
Like
the noosphere, like the collective consciousness?
something like not quite. It's like an actual like radar detection. So what they've done is they've hooked people up to like monitors that measure brain waves.
Uh-huh.
And you know, like your standard EKG style stuff, where all right, this section of the brain lights up when I do this. And what they do is they basically like send to random people. Of course, they know who they are because it's the test group, but they send to different people into the room, and there's like an actual portion of the brain that lights up in the presence of like someone who's done something horrific. That's just something that we as humans do and know.
It's weird. It's wild. It's new. We still don't understand a whole lot about it, but this guy just took it wherever he felt like.
See, I thought they were going for like the whole like Buddhist concept of like language is incomplete, so therefore like anything you say is never like truly what you actually mean because we have like an incomplete language as a construct. Like if I hand you a sugar cube and a piece of chocolate, you could describe them both as tasting sweet, but like they're two different types of sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's different words to use. D.L. Schindler, he likes to use the same one. They, the monsters, the gods, I knew nothing except it all fears the one who is the light. There is a light, and I have seen it, and it entered me and made me known to it. Made me know to it. Made me know it.
It's a bad
It entered
sentence
me and
structure.
made. It is. It's terrible. It entered me and made me know it. See, I don't like that. We went from he asked me to touch it, and then it entered me, and he made me
Yes.
know it.
There's a lot of
It's-
there's a lot of like penetrative language in this.
Yeah. And the fact that it all started with that massive incel rant.
Yeah, for
Um,
well, not an incel, a femcel. We have to look hashtag
Oh.
I'm with her cell.
I good. I bet her room smells terrible.
Oh.
This divine violation. Okay, divine violation, Schindler. This divine violation made my mind how it is now. I was not this way before. I was a child, and nobody thought I was crazy. It makes me say the truth, and then the truth becomes a fiction. But if you listen and know it is all true, then we have defied it together just now. It is still a god, cruel and omnipotent, but we have disobeyed and learned what we are not supposed to know, and then we have spoken the forbidden truth about this wretched thing we call God. Okay, well, I can't help but if he's omnipotent, well, that wouldn't happen then, would it?
If this doesn't end with and that's how I met your mother, like I'm gonna piss my pants. I'm serious. Like that
I
is
need
the,
a lobotomy
that
after
is-
this one, I think.
I think this is the literary equivalent of a lobotomy. I feel my brain slipping out of my nose. I could smell.
Anybody else? Does anybody else smell toast?
Jesus. I mean, there's something here. Like you're playing with like the concept of like everything is like orchestrated by like a god and like his chosen whatever like acolytes.
Well, yeah, but there's an overarching like subplot that is like a metaphorical, plot.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of that, but also like the writing, it kind of reminds me of like it feels like they're going for like a Lovecraft thing here with like shadow. It's got like a shadow over Innsmouth tone if like you hit Lovecraft in the head with a frying pan a few times.
Now, this is the color from space, but
Vaccines,
written
yeah.
but written by a spastic iPad child.
Well, you know what? That is actually, I kind of want to rewrite this from the angle of it's the color out of space, but the color out of space is in the vaccines, and that makes sense to me because vaccines aren't usually colored. So, like, yeah, that kind of works. Like, that would have been a better angle. Like, you got the tentacle monster in there, and you got the vaccines controlling people, making their eyes glow, like you just told them,
Okay.
like.
So obviously we're not at the end of the story just yet, but I have a question, okay?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
we're almost there, and we've been presented with like 9 potential threats,
Yeah.
but none of them actually turned out to be threats. So like, what are the stakes for this story?
I think the stakes are there.
Th-
I think the only way you could end this is like this is a person writing from an insane asylum. Like the only logical way to end this is like, and then they locked me up for speaking too much truth. They took me away from my precious husband, Alex Jones, and now he's alone by himself with all his black ant powder. Yeah, that's like the only way you could like. I think that's the only way you could kind of like salvage this in the end is like the person is like crazy. They're like a wife of John D or something.
I don't know. Let's find out. Would you like it?
Yeah, I was about to say where were we? The divine violation.
I'd have dwelled in the light.
I'd have dwelled in the light. Isn't that where we belong? Monsters the darkness, us the light, right? Nothing could be further from the truth. I'd have thought monsters dwelling in darkness, but that is the dream. What dwells in darkness are fears, the things in the night, and nothing more. That is how I say what it is. Some kind of light, something that lives in the light. We should have never come into the light. We should hide, trembling under the bed, in the closet, waiting until nightfall. There is no way.
Everybody, go back, restart the story. All right, we're gonna take a shot every time he says light.
We'll all be dead.
Y'all might be. I'll be.
We're gonna get a guideline strike for encouraging self harm if we say that. No, we can't do that.
Yeah,
We're going to jail.
Right.
We're going to jail forever.
Not hell jail.
Yeah, we're going
There's
to jail.
so much light there.
Yeah, it's on fire, and I was told I had to hide under the bed. It'd be weird. Would it be weird if I? Would it be weird if I crawled under my?
Keep asking you to touch it.
Well, that's what hell is full of. Just doctors asking you to touch it. Like. that is actually what I imagine hell to be. It's just like a. It's just like
I'm sorry.
Hold on, let me get some super chats here read while you're dying. Not super chats, regular chats. Can't confirm. Like beard nest spells like corn chips and sadness. Yeah, I can't confirm. I detest that a lot of female character-centric no-sleep end up delving into weird sexual subtext that's entirely unnecessary for the point of the plot. Yeah, we can have tentacles without having weird ass. I'm not going to say that word stuff. This has made me angry. Never mind, Reggie Giggles made me feel better. Aw, see? Floyd likes you.
Everybody likes Reggie Giggles.
It makes you seem less scary. You know,
I guess so.
The giant Viking is terrifying until they start giggling like a child.
It's not my fault.
I wasn't saying it was a bad thing.
I'm just as the gods made me, sir.
Speaking of gods, there is no way to understand what the light is doing to us. There is no way to know how long humanity has yoked ourselves as cattle. I don't think that's a correct sentence. Our leaders take money from our highest masters, and those masters are beings that dwell in the light, angels or something we don't see as monsters at all. Holy servants of God. You could you take us home here. I literally have nothing to add at this point. I just get me to the fucking
Don't you
end.
hate it when the angel slips the president a 20 to get some horrific vaccine pushed?
Yeah. You telling me Gabriel signed off on Operation Warp Speed?
All the universe is darkness, all for the creatures who are subjects to this thing of light. A god who made a universe of infinite darkness for all the monsters. A god of light who made the monsters and is loving and sane. All humans and all our monster friends, we are merely actors, reenacting the evils acted upon us by our true God. Our God is a being of infinite light, and the monsters hide in the darkness, and we should hide with them. The monsters, safe in the night and shadows, we would be too, but we stepped into the light, and there's no going back.
Yeah, what is the moral here? I need that meme. I need that meme of like Ben Chang.
Well, I'm sold. All right, I'm an atheist now, guys. He sold me.
Yeah, I don't know
Maybe.
how you go from polytheist to atheist that quickly from a story, but okay.
He's just that convincing.
I mean, I'm convinced there was a tentacle monster, and it never came up again. It really feels like this guy would benefit well from like understanding like basic literary concepts like Chekhov's gun.
Alex brings up a good point. We're not reading horror stories right now. We're watching the actual descent of a living person into madness.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That scans. I respect the fuck out of that take. Yeah, again, like he's like toying with like the concepts of like greater deities and like madness. Like I feel like he's touching, like he's trying to like touch on like Lovecraft, which, you know, this is my field of expertise. And I say, yeah, okay, you kind of got some of the tone right, but it didn't go anywhere. Like on a scale from on a scale from Dream Quest of Kadath to At the Mountains of Madness, and that's in reverse, by the way. The Mountains of Madness is at the bottom. This is going to be probably Mountains of Madness.
Well, what I'm confused about, who's the real antagonist here? Was it the monsters? Was it the light? Was it God? Was it the darkness? They were all spoken about in a negative context, and there's never any clarification as to which one was the bad guys. We were definitely siding with one of them. And me,
the bad
I,
guy,
for one,
the bad guy is clearly Costco DEI.
yeah, it was Costco DEI.
Yeah,
and that doctor who made her touch it.
Yeah. I'm not kidding. If I go to hell, I'm pretty sure my hell is just gonna be me walking down a mile of narrow hallway with doctors asking me to touch random things.
It's like when you went to the haunted houses and they made you stick your hand in the bowl of peeled grapes.
Yeah, like yeah,
That's a wet spaghetti.
we were the monsters all along. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's the moral of the story. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna have to do another stream just with D.L. Schindler stuff because I mean, honestly, I'm bought in. I need to know the whole extended D.L. Schindler universe so I can like make heads or tails of like what part of what he's writing is like real. Also, he's got like this Stephen King thing going on where it's like always children.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about the copious amounts of coke he's probably on. He's got to be on, right?
No, I don't believe. I think these stories would actually be better if that was involved.
Oh, that's right. We confirmed this in cocaine. D.L. Schindler has never done drugs.
Yeah,
He thinks
no,
cocaine's a psychedelic.
Yeah, that's 100%. I mean, well, to be fair, if you do enough of it and you don't sleep for a long time, you'll eventually hallucinate maybe cheeseburgers. I mean, typically it's the road turning into fucking lava, but sure, maybe cheeseburgers.
Don't you hate it? I mean,
but yeah, I think
the T-Rex keeps following you into the gaping hellmouth.
I think,
and then the doctor makes you touch it.
Yeah, these are connected stories. So obviously, one of the kids who didn't get eaten got shipped off to this vaccine world. That's what happened. We got like a Mandela. We got like a not a Mandela catalog.
She got shipped off to the nihilism clinic to get nihilized.
This is not an author that can afford drugs. Farnham, that's mean.
It's true.
Well,
no, that's not true. He can afford whatever $2 gets him where he's at now.
I'm gonna message him and tell him he needs to make a $10 tier, and I'm gonna tell Farnham for that comment he's gotta go to the $10 tier.
Dude, if he makes a $50 tier and $50 gets him on a podcast, I'll donate tomorrow.
You know what? Okay, but what if he's like but what if he was like really weird? Like if he comes in and he's like talking in like the Fortnite accent. Yeah,
dude, I'll run with it. I can navigate that scene.
Do we both do the Fortnite accent if he comes on and like he's got the Fortnite accent? Do we just all do the Fortnite accent the whole time?
We could talk in ooby dooby.
What the fuck is ooby dooby?
It's that made up language from Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah, I don't think I got that far in it. I think I got about as far as like Howard being a perpetual creep. So I don't know. Episode episode 3
in the series.
Episode 3. I think I spent about an hour and a half on that show. So episode 3 or 4. Just watch The Office. The first season's way cringier, but it gets better.
It gets better. I like How I Met Your Mother. That one was good.
I liked, up to a certain extent, I liked that one. All of these would have been better, if they would have hired D.L. Schindler to work for them, because then we could have.
Oh, yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
If you want a series to be successful, you've got to hire D.L. Schindler to write it.
Yeah. Is it
like
weird?
if they would have had D.L. Schindler write those like absolutely awful Kingdom Hearts games, like they would have been good.
Oh yeah, they would have made sense. I mean, honestly, these stories do make a lot more sense than the first Kingdom Hearts.
Well, yeah, but that's not a high bar to cross.
Farnaman was. Is it weird that I expect that level of odd out of this guy? Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't think
D.L. Schindler's a perfectly normal dude.
I mean, I think it's just a guy who's like struggling to find his voice. You think he's taking influence from like a lot of places, and he hasn't really kind of like mapped out. Like I like to use like the Harmon story structure. Like I talk a lot of shit about Dan Harmon, but I do think like his interpretation of like the 8-part hero structure is a good writing blueprint.
Well, that's kind of like the whole issue with this guy's stories is like he's trying so hard to be everything to the point where he's nothing.
Okay, well, like let's brainstorm
He
it.
can't narrow down to a niche.
Okay, well let's brainstorm like for a second. Okay, so like we keep the beginning like intact, and we get to like the doctor's office, and we got like the squirming tentacle monster, and it turns into a syringe, and then the mother gets vaccinated. So like how do we make this better? Because like in my head, I think you go like you go like full Slither with it. It was like maybe like a little bit of like with like a shadow out of Innsmouth, kind of like no shadow over Innsmouth like twist on it where
Okay, for starters, all right. With the first issue is we advanced far too quickly from monsters are real to like the doctor distributing the monsters into people.
well yeah.
Okay, like you need like if you really want to make this a horror piece, you first establish the doctor as a trusted source. Like the doctor is somebody the protagonist can rely on. You know, someone they think is an ally, and then they find out the doctors are the ones pushing the monsters onto people.
Yeah, like yeah, even from like a writing women perspective for like I don't know, I'm going to assume like a 13, 14-year-old girl. Like I think like yeah, I think it would be like more interesting if like yeah, like the girl wanted to get on birth control and it wasn't like she was against it to begin with, and then it's like a Depo Vera shot and then like body horror happens. Like yeah, that's a cool angle. But like, you know,
Yeah,
but then like the girl can't like tell her mom that, you know, she got
I'm,
injected. Yeah.
yeah,
Because
and especially, hey, look, if you're actually going to lean into this, you know, that thing side plot, actually lean into that plot because there's plenty of like body horror representation for that works. Because
yeah,
like the loss of one's like autonomy, like you know, being forced into a situation you didn't want to be a part of, like that's peak horror. That's horror that works.
yeah. I
And
mean,
if you delve into the body horror aspect of that and you personify it as some monster or amorphous being, like that's something that works.
yeah, and
But
then
he
like
didn't. He couldn't decide what to lean into.
yeah, and then like you kind of like progress the story, like she's trying to like hide the transformations from like her mother, and like eventually she's like this weird like cocoon monster just giving birth to syringes hanging from the ceiling.
Well, yeah, there's
Yeah.
like you know, all of a sudden weird things in your body start shifting in public because there's that whole oh everybody knows now aspect. Um,
Oh yeah, kind of like
you know,
a Scarlet Letter angle for like having birth control in like the current political climate. Like yeah, that'd be interesting.
yeah, yeah, that's an angle that works. You know, that's an angle you can run into. But the issue I have with our dear friend D.L. Schindler is that he he can't lean into any one angle. He's trying too many angles at once. And because he's trying so many angles at once, and all of them just absolutely brick.
Which I mean, he has a framework here. Like you know, a lot of the best horror stories like focus around like the family dynamic. So like, you know, like think of like Hereditary, which Hereditary I think is the movie. Like where like it's you know like a family curse and a ghost and demons and all that. Like you know, all the best horror or you know cycles around like a family or a group of friends. So like you got like the framework there. It's just like the execution is just like it's not
Well,
like also there's no stakes. Like I don't know what anyone we got that whole thing going on with like Stephanie Myers and the fucking the Twilight books where like if you asked me to draw a picture of what the main character looked like from her description in the book, I couldn't draw it because there's not enough description because the character isn't meant to be a character, it's meant to be a pair of pants for the reader to slip on.
well, and the other issue with D.L. Schindler is he lacks form. He's not a trained writer. He doesn't study. He doesn't. I'll be honest with you. He doesn't have a good grasp of the English language.
I think
The way he
I think his
well no the way he forms sentences and paragraphs, like it's abysmal.
I think his word usage is good. Like he's clearly got like at least like a 12th grade vocabulary, if not like a collegiate level vocabulary. It's just like the
He
grammar.
he owns a thesaurus. Is what you're telling me.
Oh yeah, yeah. He might already have Grammarly and like you know be using that. You know, by the way, you know, if I'm getting the pronouns wrong, I do apologize. But I'm just assuming that it, you know, it's he. Please correct me if you find this video and see it. Just correct me in the comments. I apologize in advance. But yeah, I think that's like probably yeah, but it's probably like pacing is like just like one of the huge things that's like sticking in my craw because like we got from like we didn't go anywhere from like the beginning to the end. It's just all like it's like nebulous. It's almost like the philosophical ramblings of someone who's huffed too much mercury.
Um, no, it's how do I phrase this? He's playing at a level that he is not at is the issue.
Yeah, keep it simple.
If
Yeah.
if he'd shorten this down, if he dumb it down, and this got thrown up on the creepypasta sub or wiki or whatever,
Oh yeah, go
wherever
nuts.
they're at now. I don't know if it'd go nuts, but it gets some traction.
Like what?
The issue is he's swinging around in no sleep.
Fire Drake, if you have a horror story, please submit it in the Discord. We'll take a look at it. We'll take submissions.
Oh, absolutely.
If you have things you wrote, we'll read it if you want us to read it.
Just don't expect us to pull any punches.
Yeah, same thing for Schindler. If you come across this video, like as much critique as you're getting, I hope you're taking it in good stride. Yeah.
I mean it in good faith.
Yeah, like I legitimately think that you have a passion for this. This is really like you're in a graphic design is my passion situation, and all you need to do is just kind of commit to like the fundamentals, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, no such thing as talent. Everything's a skill. Develop yours. Come back.
Yeah, yeah. I think he has potential. I think he has like a legitimate love for the craft. I just don't think he has I just don't think he's like dedicated enough time to like studying the craft, and like that's fine. We all start somewhere, and obviously it's working for some people. He's getting like 20 updates and shit, so that's more than some people get on No Sleep. Hell, getting noticed on No Sleep, period, is an accomplishment all its own. So you're doing something kind of right, if nothing else. Getting people to come look at what the next thing you do is. Like, we'll be watching. We'll definitely be watching what comes up next because. Honestly, so which one do you think is better? In Darkness Dwell or Cocaine T-Rex?
Cocaine T-Rex is abysmal. In Darkness Dwell, it's got better horror elements. You went way too far to the edgy rant.
Yeah.
If you'd have cut a lot of that out, it would have added. Okay, so here's my issue with both of the stories, right? In both of these stories, our protag is the most unlikable character in the entire story.
So they're Harry Potter.
I was rooting for the T-Rex.
Yeah.
I was rooting for the T-Rex.
It's okay. No one has to. It's okay, Void. No one has to subject themselves to our critique.
I'm not forcing it.
I legitimately had more fun with Cocaine T-Rex just because like it felt like a fever dream of somebody remembering like it feels like a Cryptonesia situation where somebody remembered playing Turok and also remembered playing Resident Evil Code Veronica and just kind of mixed them together. Like that's
yeah. In Darkness Dwell, like it really reads a lot like you got cornered by the weird kid in high school who you're friends with, just in case, just in case.
You know what? In Darkness Dwell actually does feel kind of like a commissioned piece. That's what it feels like. I would not be surprised to find out this person is like in high school and like this was commissioned by like that one friend who told him not to come to school tomorrow.
Dear God. Wear red on Friday. Okay.
Wear red on Friday.
You're outside smoking a cigarette, and the guy comes up to you, and he's like, "Hey, go home." And you're like, "Yup."
Yup. I have no further questions, sir. I will call the cops when I'm half a mile away.
And just pray that that's quick enough.
Yeah. As Farnham says, like the voice of God said, please secure your mask before securing others.
Yeah, Does D.O. Schindler get a banana sticker?
I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give In Darkness Dwells. I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna give that 3 Hiroshimas out of 4. That one out.
Yeah, please do. I immediately regretted that taste. And that was yeah, I didn't like the way that tasted coming off the
Yeah,
tongue.
yeah, I'm cutting that.
It's-
I'm cutting that out the second we're done.
Please, I need that to be the first thing you removed.
It's going to be.
It's, I was feeling myself way too hard.
But okay, what
man.
what is the scale from paper cut to Meowschwitz?
It's about you ever hear the story of those 3 guys who found like a nuclear core in the woods and they took a nap against it and like
Yeah.
2 of them died and then 1 of them suffered for 3 weeks and then died?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. It's
Okay, I already love the arbitrary scaling system. But yeah, I will say Cocaine T-Rex was more fun. I like the sweaty patrol woman. She was the goat. I was told so by the story.
dude, can the sweaty patrol one be the new channel mascot? I'll buy him for DL Schindler.
I don't think
buy the rights.
I
Can we
don't.
buy the rights to Sweaty Patrol Woman?
I'm gonna steal one of Fardum's third commissions. I'm gonna have him do the Waffle House Avenger as a sweaty patrol woman.
It's Aerith's waifu.
Honestly, kinda, yeah, except for the sweaty part. But anyways, yeah, I think we'll call it there. I gotta go scrub an unfortunate comment out of the stream.
Yeah.
But thank-
I gotta